All right, I literally just went through the first page of the review guide without sharing my screen. Okay. I'm sad. I'm sad, boy. That's not good. That's just not good. It's such a vibe killer. Come on. Now I got to make a whole new video. I'm the worst. All right, what's up, guys? Hope Thanksgiving break was okay. Just a little check-in on you. You guys know I'm always available for Zoom or email or Schoology message whenever you need me. Okay, so if you guys need to talk about anything, just send me a message. We'll Zoom, whatever you guys need. Okay, I'm here for you guys. We're on a team. I'm going to go over the chapter 6 test review. It's slope. It's y-intercept, slope-intercept form. It's pretty basic. Your test is tomorrow. Opens at 8 a.m., closes when? Friday at 11:59. Good job. Okay, so you have 2 days to do a test. Your test is going to be shorter than the review. It's going to be all multiple choice. Should be a free grade. That's my dog right there. Say hi, Kelly. Okay, she's going back to her bone. I'm not important anymore. Miss Independent. That's why I love her. Okay, that's a great song. Look it up, Neo. It's probably before your time. All right. So with test review, what else? My brain's going all over the place because I just did this. I literally just said the same thing. I'm such a dummy. Good thing I'm somewhat good at math. All right, so here we go. Let's jump into it. Remember, your test is going to be on Schoology. Hopefully, you guys can share or see my screen now that I finally shared it. Way to go! You're the best. So techie, I know. Your test is on Schoology. Click on it like a normal assignment, right? You click on it, your test's going to pop up. It's going to be all multiple choice. You will physically click which option you want to pick. It's going to be right or wrong. Not a lot of partial credit given. It's just how it is. It's how it is with online tests. Okay, let's jump into it. So slope. Slope is going to be the formula m equals y2. M is what we use for slope as far as variable-wise. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, it's the change in the change in y's over the change in x's. Or, like you guys like to say, it's rise over run. Okay? All right, so not terribly hard concept, right? So which point is going to be my first one for my x1, y1? Which one point is going to be my second one for my x2, y2? Does it really matter? No. You can pick either one as long as you stay consistent. But here's the deal. I read left to right. Okay, so I'm checking if I'm actually sharing my screen. Oh, I would have flipped out. No, we're good. Carry on. I read left to right, so that first point on the left is going to be my first point. So he's going to be my x1, y1, and my x2, y2. Okay, so we want to plug these values into the formula and solve for m. We can do that, right? It's going to be y2, which is 6, minus y1, which is going to be a -3. Two negatives make a positive. Good job. Okay, x2 minus x1 is going to be 8 minus 6. Let's simplify and figure out what our m value is, our slope value. So it's going to be 9 over 2. Don't give me 4.5. I don't want that. Okay, I'm only going to do one of those. Yeah, not that hard, right? Pretty simple. Okay, next thing we're going to go over. We just did slope, right? Now we're going to do slope-intercept form. Remember, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, where m is your slope, we just talked about it, and the new one is your b value, y-intercept. Okay, what does y-intercept mean? Intercept's a fancy word for cross, connect, come in contact with. What this is where, I'm not going to write it out, it crosses the y-axis. I can't use cross, I guess I'll write it out, crosses. Okay, where it crosses the y-axis. Is that how you spell crosses? That does not look right. Oh, I'm terrible at spelling. You guys know that. Okay, so don't get confused. The y-intercept is where it crosses the y-axis. Remember, when we graph, we get the y-intercept, and then we do the slope from there, and that's how we graph it. Okay, so write an equation for the line that satisfies the following conditions. We're given a slope, and we're given the point that it passes through. We can do that, right? So let's think about the variables that we have right now. So we know we have m, right? And here's the deal. We actually have an x and a y value to plug into our equation. What variable don't we have? We don't have our b value, right? Okay, so my b value is what I'm going to need to solve for once I plug in all these values. I can do that. That's not hard. It's not a hard concept. Okay, So my y is going to be my 12. Let's plug it into the slope-intercept form. My m is going to be 3 times my x is going to be 2. And I'm going to have this plus b that I need to solve for. Okay? This is going to be 6. Subtract 6 from both sides. We get b equals 6. Okay, are we done? No, right? We're not done. It says write the equation. So put it back into slope-intercept form. Okay, so we keep x and y the same. Remember, if it's an equation, you need an x and a y. Okay, or any two variables, an input and output. So y equals 3x, because 3 is our m, plus 6, because that's my b value. Okay, it's very, very simple, guys. Very, very simple. I'm only going to do 2 of these. Okay, number 8 is going to be the second one I do. Why am I doing number 8? Because it's a hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, you know, teacher thing that we do to kind of tell you guys it's going to be on the test. You guys usually don't pay attention to. Well, ding, ding, ding. Here's that moment, right? Okay, what does it mean for our slope to be undefined? Well, what does it mean in general in math for something to be undefined? What do we call that? Okay, so here's the deal. So m is our slope. So we're saying our slope is undefined. Okay, so but remember, our m is our rise over run. Let's just use a vertical line for this case. What if I just straight up had a vertical line? Okay, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's just a straight up and down line. I'm going to get all the rise I want in the world, right? But am I going to get any run? No, it's not going left to right whatsoever. I'm not running left to right, so it's going to be 0. Okay, here's what undefined means. Undefined means you're dividing something by 0. That's illegal. You can't do it. It's a no-no in math. Okay? Don't ask me why. Just do it. It's undefined. Okay? It's just one of those things in math that's set in stone. You cannot divide something by 0. Doesn't make any sense. Okay? So if I know my slope's undefined and I know I'm going to have a vertical line in this case, if it was horizontal, it'd be, I'll write this, I'll write it over here. If it's horizontal, it'd be all run on the bottom and 0 rise. Well, that makes sense, right? Slope's just going to be 0 in this case. Okay, so this one's just going to be m equals 0. If your slope 0, you have a horizontal line. If it's slope undefined, that means you have a vertical line. That's the hard one. Okay, but remember, a vertical line, the equation for it is x equals a number. Okay, here's a hint. If you have a vertical line, it's going to be x equals the x value in your point. If you have a horizontal line, it's going to be y equals the y value in your point. Okay, so I know I'm going to be x equals my x value, which is going to be 3, and I'm done. Okay, it's probably one of the easier ones. It's just kind of tricky to think about. Here's my 3. Here's my straight up vertical line. I'm a great artist, I know. Please work. I don't want to do this a third time. It is beautiful. We're good to go. All right, so I'm going to move on. So that's a slope and a point. Okay. Here, I'm going to give you guys a hint. I'm not going to do these because they're in your notes. But here, if you're given 2 points and asked to write the equation of a line, okay, here's what we're going to do. First things first, you're going to find your slope. That's the first step. Okay, find your slope and then pick a point to plug in to find or solve for y-intercept. Okay, so if we find our slope between 2 points, we got our slope for our equation, right? And now you just got to pick one of the 2 points to plug in and then get your b value. And then you rewrite the whole equation. Okay, so that's how you do those. Should I do one? I should, right? Let's just knock this one out. So my first point is going to be the one on the left, so 2, -1. My second point is going to be 1, 4. Okay, so my y2 is going to be 4 minus my y1 is going to be -1. Okay, over y or x2, which is 1, minus my x1, which is 2. That was hard to say. Okay, 2 negatives make a positive, so it's going to be 5 over, let's see, 1 minus 2 is going to be -1. So it's going to be -5 is my slope. Okay, so I already have the 2 circled over the 1 and the 4, so that's going to be the point I use, okay, to plug in. Remember, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. We want to solve for b here. This is my second step. Okay, I got my m, right? So, and I got my y and my x. So my y is going to be 4. that I'm going to use for this problem. My m is -5 and my x is 1. Now my plus b that I'm solving for, I'll highlight it so you guys know. Okay, we need to add 5 to both sides to get b by itself. We get b equals 9. Okay, let's rewrite the whole equation. Y equals -5x plus 9. All right, there you go. Okay, I know I said I was only going to do 2. I lied. Okay, no big deal. All right, parallel and perpendicular. What does parallel mean? Parallel means same slope. Perpendicular means negative reciprocal. I talked about this in my last video. Negative reciprocal, you take whatever your slope is, you flip it, throw a negative on it. That's what negative reciprocal means. Okay? So let's do number 11. 12 I'm not going to worry about. Okay, I really just want to do number 11, and then we'll be good to go. All right, so number 11, first thing, we need to get it in the slope-intercept form. This is not in the slope-intercept form. That 2x needs to go over to the right side. So I need to subtract 2x from both sides. Then I get y equals negative 2x plus 3. Okay, now we're good to go. So if I need to write a parallel equation, so my slope is going to be exactly the same to this line right here. So my slope is going to be -2. Okay, and do I have a point? Yes, I do. So now it just turns into the same. Same type of problem as before. You have a slope and a point, do it like the ones we did above. Okay. This one down here, if you did want to do it, so let's knock it out. So this is not in slope intercept form, so I need to divide by 3, okay, to get y by itself. Then we get y equals, I'm going to put the x first because it's a pet peeve, 6x, right? 12 divided by 3 is 6. No, it's not. Jeez. You guys are about to roast me. I know it. It's 4. Okay, plus 2. That's why I looked at myself. I'm like, no, 12 divided by 3 is not 6. Oh, well. Okay, so 12 divided by 3 is 4. I get 4x plus 2. Now I'm in slope-intercept form. My perpendicular slope for my new line, this is how we write it. Oh, I'm tired. Look at that. M with 3 humps. No thanks. Okay, perpendicular slope is going to be negative reciprocal. Okay, so I have 4 is my first equation, or my first slope. My second slope, my perpendicular slope, is going to be 1/4. Throw a negative on it. Okay, then we have a slope. We have our y-intercept. This one's actually easier than the one above. It's just going to be y equals mx plus b. Plug in all your values. Y equals -1/4 x. Slope, or the y-intercept, is going to be 3 plus 3. Donezo. Not too hard, right? Okay, let's keep going. Let's see. How many we got to do here? Let's just do one of these. You guys know this. I'm not going to do it. Okay. Remember, parallel, same slope. Just find the slope between the two lines. Or well, you have this, right? Here's a slope between 2 points, and here's a slope between 2 points. You find both of those slopes. Then you're going to need to tell me if they're parallel, perpendicular, or neither. Okay. Negative reciprocal. Or neither is just neither, right? It's not the same, or it's not flipped with a negative in front, negative reciprocal. Okay, you guys can do that. I got faith in you. Same thing here for 16. The only difference is you need to put both these equations in slope-intercept form. Okay. All right, write the equation of a line with a given slope and y-intercept. Oh my gosh, we can do that. No problem. Okay, I refuse. I'll just do it because it's fun. I'm a nerd, I know. Boom, that's your first one. Done. Takes 2 seconds. All right, graph the function. Now we'll move on to graphing. You will not have a just straight up graph the function. Actually, let's skip this one and let's go to systems of equations. Let's make it a little bit harder because that's easy. We all know how to graph a function. Okay, you find the b value. I'll show you. Okay, so let's look at 21. 21 is a little bit harder. So first step, make sure they are in slope-intercept form. Those two equations are not, right? I need to divide by 6 on the top one. Okay, so we get y equals 3 divided by 6 is going to be 1/2. I'm going to go ahead and simplify that. Plus 2. And then you divide by 2 on the bottom one. To get in slope-intercept form, we get y equals 2x minus 1. Okay, so we want to graph these equations, right? And then you wanted to tell me, be sure to state your solutions as ordered pairs. Okay, so let's go ahead and graph. So let's do the first one, the top one. The slope, let's do this one in red and this one in blue so we don't get confused. Okay, first things first, when you graph, you look at the slope-intercept. My slope-intercept in my red line is going to be 2. So I go up to 2 and I put a little point. Okay? Now, my rise over run, my slope is 1 over 2. So I go up 1, over 2 to the right. Up 1, over 2 to the right, and draw a line as best as possible. Okay? Not a big deal. Okay, my blue line, my bottom line, I have a y-intercept of -1. So I go down to -1. I place a point. I'm going to go up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, and voila. Okay, but now we need to talk about what does it mean when I say find the solution between two equations. Well, the solution is where the lines intersect. Okay, that highlighted green point right there. That's going to be where the lines intersect. So you're going to give me that ordered pair. That will be the solution. So it's going to be what? 1, 2, up 3. Okay, over 2, up 3. I don't want to show you this, but I will because I'm a good teacher. Well, it could be a bad teacher. Depends on how people look at it, but I'm going to show you anyway. Okay, use your resources. All right, what if I just went to, I don't know, this little thing called Desmos? Oh, it's right there. Okay, what if I just went to Desmos? Let's just go to the graphing calculator. What if I just said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and type in, what's the lines? Let's say not even simplifying it. Let's just type in, well, no, you probably need to simplify it. So let's put in the simplified version. So let's do 1/2 x plus 2 is the first one. 1/2 x, hopefully you guys can see this. Yeah, you can. Plus 2, that's my first line. Now let's go to my second line. What was it? I forgot already. 2x minus 1. Just to double check your solutions, of course. Just to double check. And you go to that little point there, click on it. It'll stay like that if you move your cursor off it. Did we do it right? Of course we did. Come on now. Do I get things wrong? The answer is yes. I definitely get things wrong. But today I didn't. Good for me. Give me a sticker. All right, guys, that is pretty much going to be the test. It's very short. It's only half of chapter 6. Okay, it's all multiple choice, 12 questions. Good luck. Let me know if you have problems. I can Zoom you, email, message me. Don't be a stranger. Also, keep up on homework. Get your homework into me. Gradebook's looking a little dry. Some of you are thinking we are still on Thanksgiving break, or some of you are already on Christmas break. Get off Call of Duty. Get some math homework done. Okay? All right. Stop screen share. Look me in the eyeballs. Good luck. Okay? Let me know if you got questions. Peace.